All right, runners, I want to show you my favorite run form drill to help improve speed, to reduce injuries. My name's Steve Gonser, physical therapist with RunSmart. The last 10 plus years, one of the things I find with most of my runners over that time frame is that they tend to overstride really far. They tend to have a run form that sets them up for injury, ruins their training, and gets them into trouble. I want you to try this drill and use it in your own running. You can use it in your warm up, your cool down, wherever it might be, even around the house, just to find a sweet spot of your foot in the landing position for your lower leg. And if you want to learn more, be sure to go to the link in this post and sign up for my free run form guide. I put it together. It'll kind of outline this drill, some exercises you can do to start that journey of improving your run form. Now, this is what we typically see. Runners will come through, they'll take that leg through, they'll swing it through, and they'll land with their toes pulled up, the foot way out to the front, and their knee straight. Now, this is really problematic because when the knee goes completely straight, it's actually losing its ability to shock absorb. It's like taking two knuckles and punching them together. Think about it this way. If you were to go jump and land, every time you come down and land, if you landed on straight knees, it would be really uncomfortable because if the knees remain locked, they can't shock absorb. Now, not only from an injury standpoint does that hurt us, but also from a speed standpoint. If I'm gonna go down the road this way and I tend to take this leg all the way through and overstride it, that force is driving me backwards. So the easiest thing to see here is if I pick up my back leg, I'm going to fall backwards every time. So now I have to overcome that big overstride, catch and pull myself through. So that's why this drill is so powerful. It's gonna help start to get you to break away from that overstriding, that straight knee, the toes pulled up, the big old heel strike, and it's gonna start transitioning to a softer landing that gives you more speed. Again, I outlined this in the free guide, the run form guide that you can download completely for free in this post. So if you want more, check it out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna transition to a midfoot landing. So we talked about the heel strike, let's talk about midfoot. When this foot comes through, if we can train our body to take that leg, swing it through, and actually stop when we're about perpendicular with our shin to the ground or vertical with our shin, and teach our body to come down with our foot facing straight ahead, that's going to allow us to land on an unlocked knee, which will give us that shock absorption. But it's also not going to be such a braking force when we go through it. So let's try this drill and we'll start walking through it. I love to do this on the treadmill, but you can certainly do it wherever you want. You can do it around the house. I'll have my runners do it in the clinic, at home. It's an easy drill. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the treadmill up. It's easy to try here, and I'll show you what this is gonna look like. So what you wanna do is you wanna just start with a normal kind of walk. And as you're walking, you're gonna notice that everyone really walks relatively the same, or at least they should, with the same pattern, which is that heel strike. This is a normal walking pattern. It is not a normal running pattern. So what we wanna do is we wanna take this and learn how to flat foot walk. So you can just walk normal for about 10, 20 seconds, and then transition to a flat foot walk. This flat foot walk is not up on the toes, and it should be relatively comfortable. So you'll go for about 30 seconds, you'll feel a little bit of a stomp motion, especially if you're on the treadmill, but then I want you to toggle back and forth. So go ahead and walk normal again, 5-10 seconds just to break that habit, and then go right back to your midfoot. This is gonna naturally increase your cadence, which is great for your running. It's going to teach you that soft landing. It's gonna help reduce those braking forces, but you eventually have to learn how to take this up into a run. Now the big thing here is when you take this up into a run, is that you want to do it incrementally. So the drill itself is just a shuffle step walk. Work on walking midfoot around the house, never straighten that leg fully out. It's gonna feel a little bit more springy, and it's gonna feel awkward because it's completely different than what you're used to doing. That is completely normal. We're okay with that. What we want to do then is teach us how to take it up into a run. Now, because you're gonna be landing a little bit different, you're going to load your muscles and your tendons a little bit more. So we wanna make sure we do this easy and slow, and we wanna make sure we're doing about 10% of our run a week. So if you're gonna go out and run 3 miles, every 0.1 mile of your mile that you run is going to be with the new form. You're gonna want your body to adjust slowly. So let me show you how you're gonna take this up into a normal run. And it's really simple. You're just gonna start with that midfoot type walking, and then we're just gonna maintain it as we increase our speed. So here goes my walk. I'm gonna walk normal, how most people walk. Foot out to the front, toes pulled up, knees straight. Now we're gonna transition to our midfoot walk, no change in speed. And then from this point, what you wanna do is then take it up into your full run at a normal run pace. So it looks something like this. I'm going to maintain the same foot strike through my stride, And a lot of times runners will say it feels like they're on their toes. That's somewhat normal. You want to make sure that you're just keeping it relaxed, and even just 30 seconds at a time, and then switch back to your old run form, whatever it might be. It takes time for your body and your muscles to not only get used to the change, but also for your bad habits to be rewired with your habits and your nervous system. So take your time with it and just start incorporating the shuffle step drill around the house. Take it up into a run. Take it even 0.1 mile of every mile that you run this week, and it's going to start making some changes for you, and you're going to feel those changes in your own running. If you want to learn more, be sure to click on the link in the post and download my free run form guide. I lay this all out for you and other things that you can do to start improving your run form. Thanks for watching.